I just had the weirdest dream. I took Seas Life sailing on the streets of San Diego. And it was weird. I was sailing a boat on a street, and I was like, oh shoot, the sails are all the way up, and we're going really fast, and there's a turn, and the wind like kicked up, and all of a sudden the boat started moving. How I was sailing the boat with the keel just touching the street and the sliding across it, I don't know, but it's a dream. And then I had to rush back off the top of the boat where I had hoisted the sail, and I was the only one there, somehow single-handing the boat, which I don't usually do, like ever. It's too big. And then I ended up just going down the road, and like the wind picked up and got fast, and I had to slow the boat down, so I had to release the main sheet, and I was like, shoot, and I started slipping off, and like something fell on the boom, and I had to run back to the cockpit and go underneath the cockpit canopy and undo the main sheet line and release it. And I was doing it really fast, trying to, but doing it efficiently, and I knew that I had to turn, and there was an intersection coming up, and I had to turn the boat, so I released it and then swung the helm over, knowing it'd be a wide turn, and then pulled in and got into where I was going. But as I parked the boat, well, I didn't really park the boat, I more like kind of crash landed it on the side of the road. But then the police showed up, and I was like, shoot, I've got a couple of beers in my system. Don't know how that part happened, but I was drinking beer last night. It might have been part of this. And then I downed a bunch of water, but the cop that pulled me over, he was like a weird, like, tripped out looking cop. Looked like he was on more alcohol or drugs than I might have been. And he didn't care that I crashed into the boat there. He was like, all right, cool, good, you're safe. You got a fire around the corner anyway, so we don't need you right now, so just chill here. It's like, you don't need me. And then like somehow the boat turned into a fire truck, and then it was parked nicely, actually. I was like, wow, how did I land it like that? And then one of the local boys here in Mentawai woke me up and was like, oh, we got some land for sale to show you, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what time is it? And it's 9 a.m. And I'm like, whoa, this is the longest I've slept in a while. It's 9 in the morning. I think I need to go surf. It's trippy how many dreams you have and you don't smoke marijuana. Like, it really is. There's so much more to the dream, too. I was in this place that I ought not to have been, I felt like, and I was living out of a vehicle on the land. But before I went to bed, I was watching a couple of videos about digital nomads who are not digital nomads, who are just bums living in vans, calling themselves digital nomads, which is kind of weird because, like, they're just people living in vans, and they think they're a digital nomad because the world has gone digital. That doesn't make you a digital nomad. But I can work for anywhere. Well, yeah, so could you have 10 years ago. But weird stuff. Oh boy. All right. OG digital nomad's gonna actually do some stuff. And oh boy. All right. Mental fun. Gotta go surf. And I had other parts of the dream that were just bizarre. There was an ex-girlfriend too. There was a newer girlfriend too that was really pretty that I liked. There was one that had green lips too at one point. And I was like, I don't like the green lips. It was weird. I was like in an argument with her or something, and she was like being really bitchy. And she was really, really pretty though. Blonde girl, but green lips. I did see a girl on Tinder with really crazy hair in Austin, Texas that was a match for me that I liked her crazy hair. Very colorful. Maybe she was there. Maybe she was the green lips. I don't know. How do the things of our reality manifest into our dreams? And what do they mean when they get there? Are these underlying back pressure thoughts that are like sitting in the back brace of our brain, like bugging us until we bounce that thought into a cognitive reality map as we're dreaming at night? I don't know. Kind of want to know more about dreams. Why is it that every time I explore more and I'm more connected with nature and reality that dreams matter more? That wave looks good. I'm gonna go jump in the ocean. Maybe think about my dreams. Maybe try not to.
maybe realize that I've already manifested the majority of the dreams I've wanted, and the next one's coming will be done just the same. Only if I have that self-confidence in myself and know that I can do it, then I will. Dreaming. Trippy. Wave still looks good. I think I'm gonna